also add in there and kind of like define certain things. How the military is connected to international law, United Nations, is through Army Field Manual 2710. And that basically is the law of land warfare back in 1956, July. Now that connects the military to what's going on in the community, basically because it was incorporated in the Nuremberg tribunals when they were going through the whole Holocaust thing. So I wanted to bring that to your attention, that the Field Manual, U.S. Army Field Manual 2710 should be part of that components. Also the Human Rights, Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1945, and U.S. Public Law 100-606, the Genocide Act. These things need to be taken into consideration, just laid out so that there's no mistake that everything's on the table. Not one thing is left out. And these are the things that I think can be incorporated in the policies that Paul was talking about earlier. You're obligated to what you guys talking about, those components. They all fit in either international law, treaties and obligations, or United Nations. So, with that said, after our meeting in Waimanalo, and I took the position, after I said this, like I kind of explained to you folks, I asked the people there that, you know, if you could handle what I just said, then I don't mind working with you folks. And saying that, yeah, the mere fact that Hawaiians are going through a whole political situation now that has a devastating effect on what goes on in Hawaii or the future of Hawaii. It's going to be a key issue. It's going to come back and bite you. What's appropriate? Some people feel that, you know, NAGPRA don't apply. Well, why did we create NAGPRA if it doesn't apply today? And it does apply. Crime is a crime. Same like the apology law. Basically, the United States admitted to overthrowing a country. If you steal something and you get caught, let alone admit to it, then what? Are we to blame for the way we act? The issue that happened at Iolani Palace on Statehood Day. The smart thing to do was go to the state capitol, have your Statehood Day fine, not come to the Iolani Palace, stick it in our back, and say, well, it's a state now, at our palace. So a lot of things going on, and you gotta really be patient with our people. We might say a lot of stuff that don't make sense to you because you're in a process mentality. But it does when we combine process and relationship. So, again, I hope I never offended anybody. And if I can do anything to help, I'm right there to help you. Mahalo.